Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy with Frank the Crypto Tank. Yeah, we're back in again. Welcome in Two Paws. Welcome in Turple Nurple. Back in for another episode on a Friday. We're loving this today, guys. Welcome in. Great to see you guys this morning. Guys, ETFs. We're going to talk about XRP ETFs. Hey, Two Paws, what's up and what's up, Turple Nurple? Guys, we're going to cover XRP Spot ETF this morning. Basically, this is kind of for newcomers. I know you guys know what it is. So the spot's backed by the market, actually sits in custody, right? You don't own it yourself. It's not like having extra XRP, right? It's held in a fund for you. So it's very basic. It's kind of like buying a gold ETF or something like that, right? You're not holding the gold. You actually have the ETF. There are advantages, of course. It's simple. It's easier, right? You got a regular brokerage account like a Schwab or something, or a Fidelity, whatever. You could just do it without messing with the wallet and everything and the keys. And this is why folks who are just kind of regular folks get into crypto this way, which is fine, right? Who cares? I mean, we don't do this. We know that, right? Regulation is another thing to consider, of course. ETFs and SEC regulated institutions, retirement accounts, pension funds, blah, 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 right? They finally get exposure. That's fine. I mean, it's all good. I mean, if they're comfortable with it, this is what the way they want to get in, that's fine. Tax reporting can be a thing to consider, right? Your broker handles all that stuff. My accountant handles all that, so what do I care, right? Well, it's not a big deal. Complicated tax forms, it's like, who cares? I'm not doing that. I pull my statements up, give it to the accountant, and he does everything, right? There are disadvantages, obviously, with the ETF, guys, right? You're not actually controlling the XRP yourself. Not your keys, not your crypto, right? You can't move it. You can't send it. You can't use it in DeFi, right? Locked up in a custodian's vault. And, it's almost like you just kind of have access to it. ETF provider will charge a management fee, of course, every year, 0.5% or more, could even be 1%. And that's eats into your winnings, your money. So non-financial advisor, I don't think that makes sense, right? Now, who's this ETF for, guys? It's not for us, unless maybe some of you mess around. Not a financial advisor. It's perfect for newcomers, though, 401k, hedge fund investors, anyone who wants XRP price exposure and don't want to actually hold the XRP and deal with the nuts and bolts of crypto and blah, 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 which is fine. This gets so many people into crypto. This is such a great thing, right? Why would we rather hold the coin? We know why, If we actually hold the coin, it's ours. We're not holding up a piece of it. What's up, Brian? How you doing this morning? Welcome into the program. Welcome to Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy with Frank the Crypto Tank. Please tap like and subscribe. I got to say this as fast as humanly possible. I got to do a little recorder button that I just tap. Not a financial advisor. You can lose everything: your shirt, your pants, your socks, your shoes, your glasses, everything. As Sal Rosenberg would say, you lose your glasses. Everything in crypto. Everything. Now, do not buy or sell anything because of what I say or do, because I'm simply a contractor and a talking head up here, right? Right. Now, spot ETFs are something to consider. Real XRP equals control and utility, of course, right? If you're a traditional investor dipping your toes in, ETF does make sense for you now, doesn't it, right? If you're a true crypto native like us folks who are on the channel, never financial advice, we like the speed, we like the sovereignty, the efficiency, holding actual XRP. We like to move it around. I like to take it and pop. Now look at not financial advice. Please go ahead and when I say now look at it means I'm serious and I'm doing CEO talk now. Now I'm turning Brad on you. Now look. Now listen. Check Caleb and Brown out. Go through our site down below. It's perfectly safe. I prefer you do that. If you decide not to do that another time and you're like, oh, I got to just figure out I'm not on Tank's channel and I just got to figure out this Caleb thing, then just go on and do it. Okay. Do not miss your chance, your opportunity, not financial advice, my opinion, with Caleb and Brown. This would be foolhardy. They actually give you the speed, efficiency, the ability to be nimble and flexible, like the way a hot wallet is on the ready and ready to go. But I'm setting target orders. I'm setting sell orders with Caleb on their site with institutional grade custody. And so I'm flexible and able to move, and I have loads of other things on cold. It's fine, but I've got things ready on the yippity-skippity over on the old Caleb and Brown so that when this stuff cranks up, I can cash my stuff out. and not be a millionaire on paper. I don't want to be a millionaire on paper. I want to be a millionaire in real life. Right? Multi. Just think of all the good we can do. Just think of all the fun we can have, of course, and all the fine meals and blah, blah, blah. But who cares? Like, we could still do that now. Like the ability to go help the world and change the world. I don't think a lot of you would put all that into, the Lambos and the Miami Vice house with the, in the front with the huge fountain and you're driving around the circle and the cobblestone and it's massive. Massive. You're up there, you're looking up there 3 stories up. You've got the huge columns. Yeah, I don't think you were. I don't know. Maybe some of us will do that. I don't know. I don't see myself putting it all into that. No. Stays in a hock buried in the ground. The Viking treasure does. Multiple locales and multiple berries. So the treasure is never lost. Your own family planner. The family planner's goal is to never lose the family's money ever. Even in 5,000 years, the family's still wealthy. That ultimately is the ultimate goal of the family planner. But anyway, we could be our own Viking and just plant this stuff and just be careful in different wallets and so forth and whatever. When this stuff pops, think of all the helping we could do. Yeah. I'm interested in helping a lot because I'm taking my last breath pretty soon here. I don't know when it is. But when I take my last breath, I'm going to be like, oh, I had a lot of fun and did a lot of helping. Yeah, that's the goal. And a lot of hurting too, but the goal is to help, not hurt, right? That's the goal. All right, so we got a lot going on in the comments here. Brian, welcome in, buddy. And you are saying, you guys are going back and forth, the open U.S.-based officers. Okay, you guys are having a nice little conversation. I love it. What do you mean, Brian? Ripple has many U.S.-based offices. Well, yeah, they just, this France office, by the way, that somebody asked me in the comments is actually Ripple's, it's actually their foundation to push the XRPL Foundation. Somebody was asking me in the comments, and I know you guys knew about that. But what do you mean? And then Brian says, we can help others as God leads us. But it says him first, and all the others speak things we added to. Yep, and the Bible actually has some very sensible stuff in it. Some very, obviously, one of the greatest books that ever has existed on the planet. Some people say the greatest. Yes, very interesting stuff. And yes, to help would be good, wouldn't it? All right. Crypto is our game. Tank's the name. Crypto's my game. All right. Here's the thing. Cryptocurrency offers or affords the average person the ability to escape the wheel of constantly going and going and going and chasing the dollar. Now, anything wrong with that? I don't know. No. Everybody's business. What they want to do. We have God-given time here and intelligence and attention and, health and things like that, right? That's what we're given. And then what are we going to do? What are we going to do with it? So, and that's always the question, right? What are we going to do? What are we doing today? Who am I annoying today is what I always ask myself. Who am I pissing off today? Be careful, Frank. Don't be annoying and don't aggravate people. You're here to help, not hurt. Yes. So in helping, in this vein, I shall say this next. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Anyone purchasing, let's get to a quick share screen. Anybody in the world, cryptocurrency market cap right now is at 3.87 trillion, and we are at a 41 for fear and greed, dipping more into the fear. Let's get ourselves into the 30s now. Bye time. Now, Bitcoin's not having it, though. Bitcoin is back up 113,000, and Ethereum's at 4,462. Bitcoin says, I don't care what you say. I am hanging in, pushing this thing, continuing to push this thing. XRP says, I'm hanging in too. I'm going to keep this right around this $2.80, 87 cent range for some days. I would rather we don't close on that on longer time frames, but what are we going to do? You know what I mean? We do what we do. I'm being cranky because I've been playing a lot of golf and my back is not doing good. Not too good. Got to take it easy when you get old. All right, Hedera Hashgraph's coming in at 22 cents, and Stellar is coming in at 36 cents. Look at Stellar go. Yeah. Look at Internet Computer, $4.87. Let's take a quick peek at this puppy. Okay, so $4.80. All-time high is $750. Now, people, no, it's not going to do anything. Come on. It might not. All right, let's take a different one. Let's take Algorand. All right, Algo's at 23 cents. If we know what Algo does, it's got an all-time high of $3.28. She's good for easily $10. Easily $10. Algo at 23 cents. Never financial advice. I'm going to take 10K and I'm going to drop it into Algo at 23 cents. I'm going to grab 42,000 Algo. Algo's going, let's say, $12 or so. So I just grabbed half a Milskis for 10K. Not a bad proposition. You see what I'm talking about? Now you got to pay taxes on that. You got to pay exchange fees, and that's never financial advice. So it's a simple calculator exercise because I'm not a financial advisor. The guy gets out of breath talking and knows a little bit about crypto and some other things. And I think you guys know where Algo's going. I don't think it takes a genius to see where Algorand is going. Oh, boy. Yeah, this stuff's about to explode. Nothing has changed. Neither has Caleb and Brown. Please check them out. Your one-stop shop for cryptocurrency brokerage, one-to-one backing, never commingling funds available 24/7 and using institutional-grade Fireblocks, grade custody solutions to guard and protect your crypto for you. Don't forget also that Caleb and Brown, by the way, does not have daily sell limits. So if you want to cash out $750,000 in a transaction, boom, done. Cashes it out. $750K. There it goes. Cashes it out. You can do it. All right. Now, we hold and we wait. And when the stuff goes to the moon and everybody's and their mother is like, oh, that crypto is actually a thing? That crypto stuff you were talking about? I thought it was just, that Bitcoin is just, I know it went to 100,000. I saw that, but I thought it was just, I was too late to get in. I saw all the other ones staying around kind of 25 cents, 30 cents, somewhere kind of, it didn't really go anywhere. That actually did something? Yeah, it did. Like 15 trill came into crypto in a matter of months. Boom, drops the mic. Yeah, that's what's getting ready to happen. Like 9 to 12 trill coming into crypto in some months. Yeah, that's going to make me start shouting into the mic. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, it is very true. You guys are yapping away in the comments. Thank goodness gracious me, you guys are having a blast in here. I love it. Yes, we're about to see some silliness. Yes, thank you, Nurple, many rocket ships. Many rockets to the moon. Here we go. And by the way, it has to look like this, right? It always does. It always does. It always has for reg markets or crypto markets or any asset class. You can't just have people having a crystal ball and knowing what it's going to do. Oh, it's about the moon, and now everybody buys in, everybody's rich. It's always got to look like the opposite. It's always got to look like, see, crypto thing's not going anywhere. You guys where's your bull market? Yeah, well, you crypto people. Where's your bull market? I don't see it. Yeah, you're in a bull market still. Yeah, barely holding support. Yeah, barely. Yeah, I don't see anything. Yeah, it has to look like that before the explosion. It has to. It does every time, or else everybody gets rich and has a crystal ball, and that can't happen. You know I'm right. This is true. Every single time in any market, it always has to surprise the crap out of everybody, even the experts. I never saw that one coming. Wow, it all just exploded. Yeah, because everybody saw it coming, everybody's rich, and that can't happen. Think about it. Oh, it's coming. Oh, I'm so glad it's all dead right now. It's all nothing burger right now. This is the calm before the storm. If you pay attention, you got a brain in your head, and you know what the heck's going on with all this stuff. It's common sense. You got to live long enough to see through cycles, though, in my opinion. Some younger folks are wise and ridiculously visionary and are able to see crap like this in their 20s. And I'm like, you haven't even been through any cycles. And some are like, well, I learned. I read up on it. I saw the history of money and boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? But yeah. This is coming. Patience is definitely a virtue, says Turple Nurple, with one of the best names in any crypto chat. Turple Nurple is saying patience is a virtue. And Two Paws is saying patience is what retail never has, and that's the key to investment, and it totally is. And that's why I'm suggesting try something. Go for it with the coffee if you can control yourself. I just can't control myself. That's my issue, gotta stay level-headed, investing, and very patient. Like growing fruit, he says, it's like growing fruit or food. It doesn't happen overnight. No, it doesn't. It comes over time, the harvest. Yes, it does. Nurple says, I'm a homesteader and autism dad. That must be an interesting road for you. I want to know more about the autism and what that is like. And how all that goes. I'm so interested, and I've watched videos and things on YouTube on it, but I'd like to know from somebody personally. Patience is definitely your specialty if that's what you're doing. Hats off to you. Turple Nurple, good for you. Montsagger! Will it start in September? And welcome in. Will it start in September? I'm saying it's going to start about October-ish, November. It's got to fool me too, right? Everybody. So it could be September. I don't know. But I'm saying about October, November. I'm going to say going into Q1, Q2 of 2026. And if I'm yelling, I'm sorry, into the microphone. Going into Q1 and Q2 2026, we are looking for a Cambrian explosion in crypto. And welcome into Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. No, I'm just a guy who gets out of breath. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who forgets to take in his proper oxygen doses from time to time. Now, here's the deal. Tap that like and subscribe, and do not forget to tap the Caleb Brown link below to learn about your cryptocurrency brokerage solutions, let's say. Won't get into all that now. We'll let you know that I'm not a financial advisor. You must consult your registered investment advisor before you make any decisions in cryptocurrency or buying anything else. I can tell you what I do. I load up to the hilt as much as possible my bags on XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, Algo, IOTA, VChain, Quant. Okay, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and perhaps a little bit of some others. Right. Those are the winners, and some Chainlink, and, I didn't grab Sui or Caspa and some of the others, but they're all going to rock. They're all going to rocket ship. We all know this. I'm missing some, I know. There are loads of others that are killers. There have to be 50 that are going to shoot so high this next run. Cryptos, I mean. Not a financial advisor. This is my take. That are going to shoot so much higher than anybody ever has felt comfortable calling on YouTube channels, lest they look like a moon boy or whatever their financial, reputation is hurt or something like that. I'm a contractor. I'm not a financial advisor. I could say whatever I want. I've got no credibility to defend. I've said it multiple times. I'm going out and saying, no, I don't necessarily have a crystal ball. Do I have a crypto ball? I will say that this all is about to go way, way, way higher than Cheech and Chong, way higher than anybody's ever thought. This crap, 12 trill? I'm calling like 25 trill and not too many months. And people are going to be like, what is going on? Just an explosion. And it'll happen slowly and then all of a sudden. And the cracks have already started in the dam. And once that thing breaks and once this all comes in, there's too much ready to come in. There's many trillions. There's too many trillions ready to come in. Ooh, what are they all going to? So once the floodgate, once the dam cracks and all this is finished, think about this. Once the dam is cracked and everything all's finished and the money starts flooding in, right? All the trillions start flooding in. We're cool. Not 9 trill. We're cool. That's it. That's all you get, crypto market. No. That's all you get. 9 trill. Turning it off. No. Switch off. No. Faucet turned off. No. There's too many trills ready to come in. They're not going to stop. They all want in. I am calling 20 trill, 25 trill. Yup, and nobody is. And watch, this is what's going to happen too, because it's a bigger explosion. What happened with the internet explosion will not happen, and the cell phone explosion. Boy, you got to remember to breathe. You really do. It's important, not to be underestimated. Very important to take oxygen in as you expel carbon dioxide. Whew. Lest you get asphyxiated by carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide poisoning. All right, starting November, Tupac says, Monsager, Nurple says, here we go. All right, Turkey Base, good morning. Welcome back in, and what a great day to be a part of Take's community. Thank you for saying that. It's very kind of you to say that, and that's how I feel, because I'm having a freaking blast doing this crap so much that I want to scream so loudly in the microphone. I'm talking about from joy, not just excitement, because this has got to be the funnest thing. Sometimes I get up and I'm like, I'm tired. And then I gotta do the channel, and that's very rare, by the way. And it goes away as soon as I start, but get set up and everything. But almost every single morning, I say this to myself: this is a lot of work. It's a lot of joy. It's a lot of work, and that work is such fun. It is a blast. Okay, so I very rarely, so you know, am begrudgingly going, I got to do the channel. No, it's like I'm up at like 3, 4 in the morning. It's hilarious, and you guys are a big part of it. So thanks so much, and yes, welcome in Turkey Base. Like and subscribe, says Tupac, and thank you so much for helping me out with that as I forget to say it. My guy gives me stuff, and he's like, hey, you got to remember, tell him throughout the episode. I'm like, I forget. Thank you, and Tupac has my back. Thanks, dude. Turkey Bay says, purchased a lot of HBAR and XRP last night. Good for you. Never financial advice, especially after hearing Wyoming's involvement. Yeah, I mean, it's like, and it's good, and this is all important, right? And hats off to Wyoming too, man, for being the trendsetter state. I hope that never changes. That's where I'm off to next, is Wyoming. I love Colorado, but but yeah, Wyoming is the place to be, like Green Acres. It's like that out there. And yeah, nice job with HBAR and XRP. I could never tell anybody, yeah, it really was a great purchase. I can never tell anybody, in my opinion, by the way, what to buy or sell. I agree with Tupac. That HBAR is a great purchase. Let me very quickly just do a share screen here right quick and check out some of the business with Hedera. Now, Hedera, yeah, you got it last night. Yeah. Good move, skis. Good move, skis. You got yourself some 20-cent Hedera and so forth. Good job. Way to go. Never financial advice. I feel like that was so smart. Oh, look at look at that 7-day candle chart. Oh, look at what we got going on here. Hedera doing some cranking. Hedera showing some hammers. Nice display, Hedera. Guys, Hedera, luckily, full transparency, bought another buttload of Hedera in the car on the way to sushi with the wife many weeks ago when it was at, where was it? It was at like 17 cents. And I was like, oh my gosh, gots to get Hedera, honey, now. She's like, huh? I'm like, yeah, it was in here. No. Yeah, but it was in here, but here's where it was. Yeah, so it was weeks ago, but it was in here, and it was down, and I'm like, I'm going to get it. Didn't get any more here at 13, 14. And then we were in the car, and it was at 16, it was at 17. I'm like, we're getting it. Get it. We did. And it went up, and I got it here. Thank goodness. Guys, not to be, look at, I'm going to tell you full transparency. That was, compared to bags of Hedera that I've got, that was a small deal that I did here. That was just an extra, just a little grab. That was a little snatch. That was nothing. Guys, I know some of us have doubled and tripled down on crypto so deeply during this past bear market that things are about to get wacky. I'm talking about Hedera that I shout out if you got yourself some 4-cent Hedera back here. Shout out 5 cents or so if you guys were money were Hedera snatching, bag snatching here at about 5 cents or so. Some folks started snatching in here and kept going, and it kept going and kept going. I'm sure a lot of you grabbed on the way up the mountain, which is totally fine. I grabbed so much Hedera right here, I literally could puke out some Hedera out on the table right in here. About so at 5 cents, and the others. And I know a lot of you guys did too. These are the smart moves to make. Nothing wrong with buying now, by the way, Turkey base, in my opinion. What a great move to go grab a whole bunch more Turkey base. Good on you. Good on you. You were going to crush it. So are a bunch of others. H-Bar Bonsager says H-Bar is everywhere. Own a couple for sure. And it's a great idea, guys. In my opinion, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't buy or sell anything because of what I say or do on the channel. Because you lose your shirt in crypto, you could absolutely lose everything. You got to talk to your financial advisor before you buy or sell anything. Now, we've got a bunch of people in here, and I hope you all understand what crypto is, what we mean to do with crypto, and what the whole game is with crypto. I'll lay it out for you again real quick in 2 seconds. It's the easiest gosh dang thing in the world. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to lay it out for you. Each day the needle move says turkey base closer. Yes, yes, yes. And some movement is better than none. And can't wait to see the tipping point. It is going to be funny. It will snowball once the institutions come in heavily, says 2 pause. That's right. We've got trillions waiting to come in here. I got Algo at H-Bar 2 says 2 pause. Smart one. Smart on you. Smart on you, 2 pause. Some gains today. But we're hodling, yes, 17 cents, yes, 17 cents, yes, 5 cents. A lot of you guys, too, got H-Bar at 5 cents. Getting H-Bar at 5 cents allowed me to get just such massive quantities that I'm like, whoa. 2 Paws says, sold 100,000 H-Bar at 5 cents for XRP. LOL, hilarious. Hilarious. Guys, whatever moves we've made, we're all going to do so well. And hats off to you guys for finding crypto and finding this. Because you guys, and not a financial advisor, in my opinion, have set yourselves free moving forward. If you're careful and you play the cash out properly, you're about to be free, some of you. Turple Nurple says, one of the best names probably, and Big Two Paws, great name. To all these names, Monsager, I'm like, what cool names. So interesting. I don't have an interesting name like this. Turple Nurple says, pack a bag or 10, we're going places. And yes, we are. Guys, the folks who saw crypto are about to be, who really saw it, and have life-changing amounts of money in crypto. Like, for example, let's just do this real quick. Whoops. Let's do this real quick. Oh, boy, let's just see. Am I on share screen still? I am. Hi, full camera. How you doing? Now back to share screen. Now back to this. All right, let's check this out. Now, Hedera hash graph. If we took Hedera, and we know, guys, people, I can hear people in the comments. You don't know where Hedera. Okay, nobody has a crystal ball. Boy, my back really hurts. 57 cents all-time high, Hedera. Hilarious crap. Hedera's at 22 cents. You know Hedera's going to 25 bucks and not too long, right? Of course it is. So why wouldn't I, not you, me, never buy or sell anything because of what I say or do on the channel? You could lose your shirt in crypto. I am not a financial advisor, and don't ever do that. That would be foolhardy. I just got myself 44,000 shares of Hedera hash graph. And, whoops, I know, whoops. I know that 44,000 shares of Hedera hash graph is easily going to 25 bucks for spending 10 grand. It's 1.1 mil skis before tax for spending 10 grand that I spent on Hedera in just a little while's time. Because anybody who can't see that Hedera hash graph is easily going to $25 per coin future value in this world coming up in the next, let's say, even just a few years or so. I don't know what in the world you're talking about or you're looking at or you're doing or you're paying attention to. Because I'm going to say, if you said that to me, you don't know what you're talking about. And I know I do. And look, I'm not a financial advisor. Please don't buy or sell anything because of what I say or do on this channel. Because you could lose your shirt, your pants, your socks, and everything in crypto. So be very cautious and careful. Now, I think it's about time to set everybody free. You are so lovely to watch and hang in and spend some of your God-given time with me on this channel. I love you guys for doing that. I know I'm not smiling, but I'm supposed to stay professional. You know, we're supposed to be like, I don't know. Who's professional in the crypto space? Tony Edward. No, Paul Barron. I don't know. Can't think of any others. There are some. Anyway, we aim to be professional. We aim to be informative. Well, I know you're watching all the others. We aim to not talk like this or to be like, droning or anything like that. We try to be as snappy and interesting and intelligent as possible and as well spoken. Now, we don't necessarily speak like Brian Brooks and keep our enunciation to a T like this. And do you know what I mean? I don't necessarily speak like Brian Brooks, but I probably should because I think people would listen to me and I am not making fun. I actually love Brian Brooks. He's awesome. Yeah, Brian Brooks is a fellow Coloradan, down south Colorado a little bit, Pueblo area. Yeah, he's a really cool character, and I don't make fun, but I wish I could speak as articulately as Brian Brooks speaks. Anyway, please tap that like and subscribe on the way out. Thank you to Pause for the reminder because I often forget. And Dreamer, where do you think XDC can go? I'll tell you in closing because I'm supposed to jump off. The wife said stop doing that. You say you're going to jump off the stream and you don't, and it's annoying. I'll tell you that XDC is going to at least $25 or so in the next few years, and that's not financial advice. You guys have an awesome Friday, and I shall see you Monday morning because I'm taking weekends off now. So have a lovely weekend, and I love you all, and thanks for tuning into Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Don't forget to tap like and subscribe in our Caleb link down below, and don't forget I'm not a financial advisor, and I love you guys, and I really mean that, not in a creepy, weird way. I hope you have a lovely weekend, and thanks for tuning in, gentlemen and ladies. Have a great one. See you Monday.